Algebra class, welcome. Okay, another short kind of video for you today. This is dealing with variables on both sides, but there's a little twist to it. It's called special cases. You should have seen it last year, but it's pretty, it's different. It's straightforward, but it is different, and it will, make you kind of question some of your answers. So let's get into it. We're gonna do 3 examples. Okay, example 1, we got 8x minus 2 equals 7x plus 8x. So first thing to know about special cases, at some point you might recognize what the answer is right away, and that's perfectly fine. Other times you might do 3 or 4 steps and then recognize what the answer is. This one, some of you might see the answer, especially if you remember from last year, but when I say move the variable first, this is why, because you'll see funny things happen and you should know what to do when those funny things do happen. So, okay, like we talked about previous video, doesn't matter where you move your variable. I'm going to move it left. Okay, so I'm going to take this 8x on the right. Since it's positive, I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So I subtract 8x, subtract 8x. Okay, on the right side, they'll cancel just like they should. And we notice on the left side, we have 8x minus 8x. Please do not say this is 1x. Okay, the analogy I like to use, if you had 8 apples, and I took 8 apples away from you, how many apples do you have? You don't have any apples, so it's 0. I don't need to write a 0x here. I can just cross it out like I did on the right side. Okay, don't write anything. Some people like to write the 0x. Don't confuse yourself. Some people will put 0x, they'll solve more stuff, and they'll leave the x there instead. Rewrite what you have. We have negative 2 equals 7. Ask yourself, is this a true statement? It's not a true statement. Obviously, negative 2 is not equal to 7. So therefore, we say no solution. This is your first type of special case. So go ahead, pause the video if you need to. Okay, other things you're going to see with no solution, 4 equals 2, 0 equals 3. Those are both false, so there's no solution. One thing that people are going to get caught up on is like negative 5 equals 5. That's not true. Negative 5 is not equal to 5. Okay? Therefore, it is no solution. Let's move on to example 2. All right, example 2. We have 4 times the quantity of 2x minus 3 equals 8x minus 12. Okay, so added just one more step in here. It's the same type of stuff. Okay, we need to distribute first. Pause if we need to. Okay, distribute the 4 to both things inside the parentheses. So we have 4 times 2x, that will give me 8x. And then we have 4 times negative 3, so that will give me negative 12. And then we rewrite the right side. From here, you might notice something, but let's pretend you don't. Okay, same step as before. Let's move that 8x. So we subtract 8x from both sides. They cancel on the right, like we talked about. They cancel on the left. We have negative 12 equals negative 12. Ask yourself, is that true? Is negative 12 equal to negative 12? Yes, it is. So in this case, we would say all real solutions. Some people like to say all real numbers. All real solutions. It could be a decimal, it could be a fraction, it could be some goofy thing. Basically what this means is no matter what, whatever you plug in for the x, you're going to get the same result. If I plugged, like a 2 in for x, I'm going to get 4 minus 3, which is 1, times 4, which is 4. If I plug a 2 in over here, I get 16 minus 12, which is 4. I get 4 on both sides. No matter what you plug into this problem, you're going to get the same answer in the end. Okay, if you ever want to check all real solutions, just pick any 2 numbers. Pick 0 and 1. Make it easy on yourself. If they both work out, you're going to have all real solutions. There's no such thing as having 2 solutions or 3 solutions. You're going to have 1 solution, you're going to have no solution like example 1, or you have all of the solutions like example 2. Okay? When you do this, you don't need to say 1 solution, stuff like that for a problem. You simply say what the solution is. If it's a special case, all real solutions or no solution. Pause if you need to. Let's get into example 3. Okay. Pause if you need to. Here's the problem. We got negative 8x minus 2x plus 4 equals 4 plus 4x. Now, some people are going to go against what I have kind of told them on moving the variables first, which is perfectly fine. It doesn't really matter, but we'll just solve. Combine here first, we get negative 10x plus 4 equals 4 plus 4x. Let's say you do move the number first. I'm going to show you why. You're still going to get the same answer, but you got to be careful. So 4, I'm going to subtract it from both sides. On the left, they cancel. So I have negative 10x left over. Equals, on the right, they're going to cancel. So I have a 4x left over. Now, here's where people run into a mistake, okay? They look at this, they're like, oh, it's no solution. It's not the same thing on both sides. But you still have your variable, okay? The variable's still there. Okay, variables didn't cancel at all. This is why I say move the variable first, because if you move the variable first here, you wouldn't look at this and be confused, okay? But let's assume you didn't. I still need to move this variable and combine my like terms, okay? So I'm going to subtract the 4x from both sides. On the right, they cancel. On the left, I'm going to get negative 14x equals, don't get confused. Don't sit there and say it's no solution because you don't know what it is. It's just there's a 0 there. Okay? Again, it's not no solution. Solve the problem. Divide both sides by negative 14 like you normally would. And we have 0 divided by anything is simply 0. 0 is an answer. You notice I didn't write one solution. Okay? No, this technically isn't a special case, but a lot of people love to say no solution when they run into this problem because they just assume 0 isn't a solution. 0 is an answer. It's between negative 1 and 1. Okay? It can be an answer. Go ahead, pause if you need to. Otherwise, that has to do it. I'm pretty sure I have it set up that you should be doing half of the practice after you watch this video. If you want to work ahead, that's perfectly fine, but that a practice won't actually be due until next week. Hope you're having a good day. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. I'll see you next time.